Hey everybody, it's Ryan, and today I'm going to be giving an overview and a review and a comparison between two types of battery chargers, these two types, these two brands, and what makes one very, very different. So we're going to start off with this brand right here. This, to start off from a comparison, this one comes in a hard case like this. This comes with a soft, like a satchel. We'll call it a satchel, a soft bag, hard case. So what is the key difference as far as the equipment? Well, so this brand right here has a LED display. This brand does not. So you got a little comparison there. Now the Ancel brand comes with two alligator clips, and the C-Tech has two alligator clips as well. The C-Tech is a little bit different, where it does come with a optional hard wire. So if you want to hard wire your charger to your battery, you have that option with a quick disconnect. So between the two here, very simple to use. They're both very simple to use. So you have a one button here, just one, which is a mode button. The mode button allows you to determine if you want a small battery like a motorcycle or car or AGM, or you want to do a recondition. You can do a combination of the two. And there's a 8-step visual cue. These will all highlight as they go through these steps. This one has a couple different more buttons. It has a up and down, so you can select, because it is a digital display. You can do not only a charge via a quick charge, but then you also have a standard charge, which will kind of take a little bit longer. Then you have a maintenance mode, so you can literally set it. So unlike this one, you just set it and it just does everything automatically, and then kind of goes into, based on if it's reconditioned or not. This one you can specify if you're trying to get it to charge quicker, or you want it to go through maintenance, where both of these you can just leave them hooked up indefinitely and they'll just stay charged. This one also serves as a battery tester. But not only a battery tester, it also has a crank test. So if your car's not starting because it's related to the starter, it gives you a crank test. Basically, it tells you how fast it will, how many milliseconds, and then it will show that. And then it also has a alternator test, where when you hook it up to that, it will, right now it's not connected to anything. Oh, you also get these additional cues. So when the alligator clips are actually hooked to the battery, this will turn green, kind of let you know what's going on. It will also default into this illumination right here. Will let you know if the battery has gone through all of the steps that you have it set up for, and then the battery is ready to go. This one just has one light here. This will actually give you it'll tell you the stages here. It'll say stage 8, 100%, and then this will illuminate, let you know it's good to go. But the alternator test is pretty cool, because it will allow you to turn the car on, and then we'll go through some tests. It's very easy to understand. It's all, the instructions are right there on the screen. You start the car, you turn the lights off, turn the lights on, turn the AC on, and that will kind of give you a reading as far as the performance and the output of the alternator. So maybe your battery's completely charged with either one of these, and then for whatever reason your car stops because the battery is no good anymore. Well, this did a great job charging. This did a great job charging, but with a couple of clicks of the button, you can go in there and actually see what might be causing the problem. Does the battery have no cold cranking amps? This one won't tell you that. This one will charge it to 100%, but if the cold cranking amps are down to a negligible amount, that's actually not going to start the car. This will tell you that's the reason. So this will actually go, I've used this for many, many years on batteries of all types. And I've occasionally, maybe actually two times, had a situation where it went through all the stages, even did a reconditioning all the way to step 8. Everything is fine. It's as good as it's going to get. I get in the car, the battery in the car won't work. It didn't start. Hook this up to it, did the whole thing. It says 100% on the screen, but it will tell you the cold cranking amps. It will tell you the health of the battery, where you're like, oh, well, it's charged, but because it doesn't have any cold cranking amps, the car won't turn over. It's not going to give it enough juice to actually get going. So very, very, very different. This is like for sure a step up as far as the functions, the additional functions that this one doesn't have. Now, if you know for sure you have a good battery, and that's not an issue, and all you're trying to do is just maintain it, or actually recondition it. This actually does a really good job reconditioning batteries, but you never know really how good the battery is. it's not anything wrong with this one for sure. I'm just saying if you want like a step up, you want to go to kind of like the next level, these both do from a charging standpoint virtually the exact same thing, except the speed. So check this out. The C-Tech on a completely depleted 12-volt battery is rated at 28 hours to get all the way over and completely done. This one is 26 hours, so you got a couple extra hours in there. Now, connecting the C-Tech using the alligator clips in this example, connected it right up and it goes straight into what it needs to do. So here, this particular battery happens to be just a regular battery. It is not a AGM. And so we just make sure through this selection, we go through and we say, okay, it's not this, it's this. And then it's going to go through these stages. Now, if this battery was just like really depleted and I thought it needed to need some reconditioning, then I would hit this 2 more times and now I'm on the car and the reconditioning thing. And the reconditioning feature with both of these is basically doing, not to get technical, but it's kind of churning, if you will, the cells that are inside to kind of reactivate them. It's not very good technical term, but that's kind of the gist. It's kind of like it's doing some technical stuff to kind of like revitalize the inside of the battery. Go back here. Now here's a comparison. All right, so now we have this brand, the Ansel brand, hooked up, and we have some options there on the actual screen. So if we wanted to go straight into a quick charge, first one's highlighted, hit OK, and then it's going to start doing its thing. Cool part is that you can kind of see what's going on. So here I can see that I'm not on the right settings, so I'm going to back out of that, go down to standard charge, go to OK. And the cool part is that this will ask you some information about the specific battery. So unlike the C-Tech that doesn't do anything specific regarding the battery, this asks you, okay, how, what's the cold cranking amps? It wants to know what type of battery is it? Is it small? Is it large? So even though the C-Tech has a couple minor settings, this allows you to kind of like deep dive into there and give some settings. So here we would have decide if it's a regular flooded, a AGM flat plate, a AGM spiral, a gel, or an EFB. So you have 5 different battery options there, 5 different battery options to select. Unlike the C-Tech, you just can tell it if it's a car or if it's like a motorcycle battery. This you can get very, very, very specific, which is kind of cool because you want it to optimize for exactly the type of battery that is. Here's where it would ask for your cold cranking amps. Then with the click of a button, we can adjust this to the exact spec. Hit OK. And let's do the testing mode first. So we're actually going to test this battery, see how fast it works. And then health 100%, charge 100%. And then there you can see 668. So 668 is the actual cold cranking amps that this has. And it lets you know that because we're within 1 cranking amp, which is kind of cool because this is pretty much a brand new battery. And it says battery is good battery. Now, if the charge was 100%, the health can actually be 0 because the battery is just shot. It's just not doing anything. That's where the difference really comes into play. So you went through all the effort, you waited your 26, 27, 28 hours or whatever it is. The C-Tech says it's done. You go to crank the car, it doesn't crank because there's no cold cranking amps. You go to crank the car with this and you instantly know why it didn't start because you have no cold cranking amps. Same thing with the cranking test. It's very easy to use. Tells you exactly how to go about doing it. Same thing with the alternator test. You press OK. The instructions are very easy. It says turn off headlights and air conditioner, keep 10 seconds, hit OK, and you just follow the prompts. The cranking test and the alternator test would look like. So you got that selected, but you basically go to alternator select, go to enter, and then it's going to ask you to do all the required necessary things. Pretty cool. To give an example of what a fully charged battery that's no longer good looks like, we're going to go to AGM. This is an AGM battery. We're going to go to OK. And this has got cold cranking amps of 800. This, and then we hit OK. It's doing its testing. And as shown, battery health 0, charge 100%, replace. So it literally tells you if the battery is no good. So the C-Tech and this will both charge it up to 100% as shown, but this, the Ansel, will also do the battery test option, and as shown, that is 100% why the car won't start, because the cold cranking amps are all the way down to 103, and this is a battery that should have 800. So in summary, comparing the two, one, the C-Tech will charge 8 steps, just like the Ansel. Less customization, we'll put it that way. One button, you just select car, motorcycle, AGM or not, or in recondition. And it takes a little bit longer to charge a fully depleted battery. This, on the other hand, if you're looking for something that has a little bit more of a display that shows exactly what it's doing, some customization, and because you can select the cold cranking amps and the exact type of battery, when you go to testing, it will actually tell you if the battery's not just charged, but if the battery's cold cranking amps are so far gone that you need to replace it. And having the cool part about having an alternator test and a starter test. So really 4 in 1 and just one. Now, full disclosure, this company sent this to me, said, Ryan, can you do a compare and contrast? Can you share the differences between these two car chargers and tester? Hopefully any and all your questions got answered, and we'll talk to you soon.